You eat the salad. You refuse the bread. You follow the diet with the discipline of a general. So why, at the end of the day, is your belly bloated and your body feels exhausted instead of energized? The truth is your perfect diet is worthless. And the fault isn't the food. The fault is your digestive engine, which, at this very moment, is broken. You are a veteran in the war of diets. You collect the books, the apps, the discipline of a general. But in the end, the result is always the same: frustration, the weight that comes back, and the same sentence you silently sign: the problem is me. I know this sentence because I wrote it myself for years. At the peak of my career, I controlled million-dollar projects, but my body was at war with me. The result? Burnout and diagnoses of autoimmune diseases that no diet could fix. It was in that ruin that I discovered the truth: the fault was never my discipline. The fault was my engine. I am the sovereign of vitality, and today, I have not come to sell you another diet. I have come to give you a diagnosis that the weight loss industry hides from you. The truth is that your perfect meal plan is worthless if your digestion, the engine of your empire, is broken. In this decree, we will expose the 3 silent saboteurs of your digestion. Prepare to discover the secret that will free you from the tyranny of diets once and for all. You are a war veteran in the world of diets. You've tried everything: low carb, low fat, high protein, fasting. For each one, you bought the books, downloaded the apps, filled your pantry with the allowed foods, and went into battle with the discipline of a general. Sometimes, you even won the first few battles. The numbers on the scale went down, the clothes got looser, and you felt that glimpse of victory. Invariably, the enemy always returned, and with reinforcements. The weight came back, the bloating returned, the frustration settled in even deeper. And with each defeat, you reinforced the same painful belief: the problem is me. I don't have enough discipline. I don't have willpower. You blame yourself, believing you failed the diet, when the inconvenient truth is the exact opposite. The diet failed you. And it failed because it gave you a map to the wrong battlefield. You have been fighting a bloody war on the border, when the real traitor is operating from the capital of your empire, your digestive system. The truth no one tells you is this: your ability to lose weight, have energy, and feel good has almost nothing to do with the calories you eat, and everything to do with the efficiency of your digestive engine. A weak digestion is the silent saboteur that makes any diet, no matter how perfect, useless. Think of your body as an elite logistics company. It doesn't matter how valuable the merchandise that arrives at your warehouse is, the high-quality food from your diet. If your processing, packaging, and distribution system, your digestion, is chaotic, slow, and inefficient, the merchandise will rot in the warehouse, generate toxic waste, and never reach its final destination. You don't need a new diet. You first need a complete audit and restructuring of your internal logistics department. You need to fix your engine before you demand that it run a marathon. In this decree, we will do exactly that. We will not talk about another list of forbidden foods. We will expose the 3 silent saboteurs of your digestion, the normal habits that are keeping your engine running at 20% of its capacity. And the first saboteur is, ironically, the way you drink the healthiest and most essential liquid on the planet. Let's unmask it now. The first and most shocking saboteur of your digestion is not a food. It is water. But not the water itself, but the disastrous timing with which you drink it. You were taught to drink liters of water a day to stay hydrated and help with weight loss. But what no one told you is that drinking large amounts of water during your meals is one of the biggest acts of sabotage you can commit against your digestive engine. Think of your stomach as a fireplace. To burn the wood, your food, efficiently, it needs a strong, concentrated fire. That fire is your gastric acid. It is designed to be extremely acidic and potent, to break down proteins and sterilize your meal. What happens when you drink a large glass of ice water with your lunch? You are literally throwing a bucket of cold water on your digestive fire. You dilute your gastric acid, drastically weakening its potency. The result? The food is not broken down efficiently. It stays in your stomach longer than it should, starting to ferment. This is where the bloating, gas, and that feeling of heaviness and discomfort you feel after eating are born. You are not digesting, you are slowly rotting your meal from the inside. This inefficient digestion not only causes discomfort but also prevents you from absorbing the vital nutrients from your food. You can be eating the most expensive salmon and the most organic broccoli, but if your digestive fire is weak, those nutrients will never reach their final destination. It's like buying the best products at the market and letting them spoil on the counter. I used to have a 1-liter water bottle on my desk and would drink half of it during lunch, thinking I was being the pinnacle of health. But I was constantly bloated and felt a constant heaviness. The turning point was when I learned this simple law: water is for between meals, not during them. Your practical decree is the liquid boundaries protocol. The rule is simple: stop drinking liquids 30 minutes before a meal and wait at least 60 to 90 minutes after you finish eating to drink again. Give your digestive fire the space and concentration it needs to do its job without interference. If you feel very thirsty, take small sips of room temperature water, just enough to help you swallow. But the era of drinking full glasses of water with your food ends today. This first step alone can transform your digestion. But there is a second saboteur, one that is related to the state of your mind when you sit down to eat, and which has the power to shut down your digestive engine before the first bite. We will unveil it next. You've corrected the water mistake. But there is a second, even more powerful saboteur that shuts down your digestive engine before the first bite. It's not on your plate. It's in the state of war in which you sit down to eat. Think about it. When was the last time you ate in silence, paying attention only to your food? The high-performing woman rarely has lunch. She optimizes her time, eating while answering emails, attending an online meeting, or planning the next steps of her empire. You believe you are being productive. But the biochemical truth is that your body cannot digest and fight at the same time. These are operations commanded by opposite parts of your nervous system: the rest and digest, parasympathetic, and the fight or flight, sympathetic. When you eat in a state of alert and stress, your body goes into battle mode. It diverts blood and energy from your digestive system to your muscles and brain, preparing for an imminent threat. Your digestion doesn't just slow down, it is literally switched off. It's like asking your logistics team to unload a valuable truck in the middle of a shootout. Their priority is not to organize the cargo carefully, it's to survive. Your food is not digested, it is just dropped into your stomach, ready to ferment and turn into bloating, gas, and discomfort. I used to pride myself on lunching at my desk in 10 minutes. What I didn't realize was that I was swallowing food that my body had no condition to process. The result was a whole afternoon of brain fog and discomfort, which destroyed the very productivity I thought I was saving. Your practical decree is the 5-minute boundary protocol. Before each meal, create a boundary. Close the laptop. Turn your phone face down. Step away from your desk. Take 3 deep breaths. Just look at your food for a moment. This 5-minute ritual is the peace treaty you sign with your body. It is the command that shifts your system from war mode to receive and nourish mode. You are giving your body permission to do its job in peace. Now we have disarmed the saboteurs that act during the day. But there is one last enemy that attacks when your defenses are lowest: your dinner. Let's now unveil the nightly mistake that may be ruining all your efforts. You've disarmed the saboteur of water and the saboteur of the mind during meals. But there is a third and final enemy that attacks at your most vulnerable moment of the day: your dinner. The mistake you make here not only ruins your digestion but also sabotages your nightly recovery and fat burning. The mistake is eating a heavy meal, rich in dense and hard-to-digest carbohydrates, too close to bedtime. Think lasagna, pizza, a plate of pasta. You might even justify it with the moral license that you deserve it after a hard day, but your body pays a very high price for this reward. At night, your digestive system should be resting and entering cleaning and repair mode. By forcing it to digest a heavy meal, you divert all the energy that should be used to repair your muscles, balance your hormones, and burn fat to an exhausting digestive task. It's like asking your office cleaning crew to do a deep clean at 2 in the morning, when they should be resting for the next day. The result? A poorly done job and an exhausted team. You wake up feeling heavy, bloated, and not at all recovered, because your body spent the night working, not resting. Your practical decree is the light dinner protocol. Your last meal of the day should be the lightest. The focus should be on easily digestible proteins, fish, chicken, and plenty of cooked vegetables. Keep dense carbohydrates, potatoes, rice, pasta, to a minimum, or ideally, absent. And crucially, try to have this meal at least 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. I know, the idea of a light dinner can seem daunting. What if I get hungry later? But here's the truth, that nighttime hunger is rarely physical. It is the echo of a habit, a mental trigger that associates the end of the day with an oral reward. It is your mind seeking comfort, not your body asking for nutrients. And deconstructing these habits, understanding the triggers in your environment, and reprogramming the patterns of your mind that lead you to sabotage your nights, that is the complete system I detail in my practical guide, The End of Self-Sabotage. For the sovereigns who are ready to win the war in the mind, and not just on the plate, the link is in the first pinned comment. By adopting the light dinner, you give your body the most valuable gift of all, a night of true recovery. You allow it to focus on burning fat and rejuvenating, instead of spending hours struggling with a heavy digestion. Now that you know the 3 saboteurs of your digestion, you have the power to fix your engine. If you are ready to stop collecting diets and start building an elite digestion, decree in the comments, "My body is not a dumping ground." The decree is made. You now understand the fundamental truth that the diet industry hides. A perfect meal plan is useless if your digestive system, your body's engine, is weak and overloaded. You don't need another diet, you need a powerful digestion. You have unmasked the silent saboteurs that operate in your daily life. Water at the wrong time, which puts out your digestive fire. Stress at mealtime, which shuts down your system. And the heavy dinner at night, which steals the energy from your recovery. You are not a victim of your body, you have the power to change how it operates. The ultimate goal is not just to have less bloating or better digestion. It is the freedom to eat a meal and feel energized, not heavy. It is the confidence that your body is extracting the maximum vitality from every food you choose. It is, finally, having an internal engine that works for you, not against you on your journey. The decree is made. If you have decided to stop collecting failed diets and start building the foundation for a body that thrives, your journey begins now. Subscribing to this channel is your declaration that you are taking command of your own biochemistry. Subscribe and activate notifications, because fixing your digestion is what gives you the foundation for peace. But to win the most addictive war of all, the one that happens in your mind, we need a new strategy. In our next decree, we will show you how. The topic is, stop fighting sugar cravings. Do this instead. Your empire needs this armistice.